machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dark, connect the line, profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean, living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud, high stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Yeah, this money machine. Yeah, this money machine. Yeah. Every tick's a heartbeat loud, high stakes play, I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling proud. Money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud, high stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Perfect. Eyes locked on the glowing screen. Numbers flash like a fever dream. Charts align like stars in space. Fingers twitch, it's a digital race. Trade the dots, connect the line, profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean, living life on this money machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dark, connect the line, profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean, living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud, high stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the play. I'm feeling proud. Hey, I'm feeling proud. Money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play. I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Perfect. Eyes locked on the glowing screen. Numbers flash like a fever dream. Charts align like stars in space. Fingers twitch, it's a digital race. Trade the dots, connect the line, profits calling, it's my time. Precision move, shopping clean, living life on this money machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dots, connect the line, profits calling, it's my time. Precision move, shopping clean, living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Yeah. This money machine. Yeah, this money machine. Yeah. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Hey, I'm feeling proud.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay, if all is good. Let me see what's going on with you guys. How are you? Give me a sound check. Let me know if everything is good. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning, everybody. We're ready to rock and roll. Let me see what's going on over here. All right. Okay, let me try to put the screen on. All right, awesome. Cool. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Eddie. Good morning, Mihail. Good morning, True, Santiago, everybody. Everybody ready to rock and roll. So today we trade nothing but funded accounts. Today we have fun. We trade nothing but funded accounts. And hi, Lee. How are you? And which I'm going to trade the 25 on Tradeovate. I'm going to trade the 25 on Wealth Charts. I'm on a different computer. It should be a lot easier. I should have no problems streaming everything and showing everything. So hopefully you guys will see everything. Let me see how you guys are seeing it on here. Yeah, it looks good. Everything is nice and sharp. Okay. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good morning? Nitin, how are you? Ben, everybody? Let's, we'll go through the rules and everything else in just a minute, but let's just kind of take a look at what I've been doing so far, and let me explain to you what I'm trying to do on a 25 account, because I think that will give you a good measuring stick for how I intend to to run the funded accounts. And then also for all of you who want to, most of you guys are already in coaching, but those of you guys who are watching us who are not in coaching, let me put the coaching link in here for just 1 second, because coaching is actually tonight, right? So if you want the coaching, this is what's going to be on coaching. Everything that's in here, including all of the indicators that I'm working with, which are the backbone for how we make money. All of that is in this offer. Plus, I will give you 3 free Apex accounts if you take the offer. So we'll let you guys play with that. Let me see if I can remove ad. Okay, just trying to figure out how to run the screens. So anyways, those of you guys who are interested in coaching, that is really going to be the core of what we're going to do. But in live, I'm just going to explain to you the basic idea, which is that I am running a 25 account on initial opening size of just 2 micros. So the idea here is to run is to do, in a perfect world, 10 winning trades a day, 3 trades an hour, 3 hours, 10 winning trades a day. Yes, if you join now, you will have the chance to join the coaching tonight. Absolutely. Coaching is at 7 p.m. tonight. So you will have a chance and you'll get the link. You'll get everything else. Yes. That's why I'm telling you guys right now that if you want to join, this is a great time. Plus you get the 3 accounts, 3 Apex accounts as well. So that's the basic idea. The basic idea is doing 10. I'm looking, it's a let's say $15 profit per trade. So $1.50 per day. That's what we're going to do. Just nice and slow. I need to get up to $1,500 on a $2,500 account. I'm at $569 already. So, we're going to run this in a very, very hopefully responsible manner and see how it goes. Do the usual stuff. We're going to trade only the setup that I have. We get stopped out. We go to the other account. We come back. We repair it. All the tricks of the trade, which I'm going to obviously discuss in much more greater detail in coaching. But the idea is, just as we ran all those accounts to funded, we have 9, 10, 20 accounts to funded. All you guys have funded yourself. We're going to run now in a much more professional manner the funded accounts to payout. For the 25,000 account, I only need $1,500, $1,600 for payout. Is that what? No, I actually do. I need $1,600 for payout. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I think I need $1,600 for payout. Is that right? Or maybe $2,000. I already forgot what I need, but I don't need that much. Those of you guys who know the rules better than me can tell me. But I think, hang on. You know what? I'm going to ask AI off screen. My best friend Claude. Let me see if I'm just to give you a correct answer. If I have an Apex funded account of 25,000, what is minimum I need to make to get a payout? All right, let's see what it says. Complete 8 trading days with at least 5 days having a profit of 50 or more. Must be met regardless of account size. Safety net. The safety is defined as the amount equivalent to the drawdown based on the account size. For 25,000, that would typically be drawdown amount, usually around $1,250 for 25 plus 100, 30% discount. So, you need at least $500 in profit to request your first payout, provided you've met the safety net and requirement and completed 8 trading days. So what is that? Is that $1,700 profit? I'm asking the AI just to double check this. Yeah, 20. Okay, that's actually really easy. Here, this is like, let me show you, because I love AI because I'm a born. So this is 25,000. Here's the money answer. Your account balance needs to be 26,350 against the safety net in order to withdraw, and then I can take out $500. So really reasonable numbers for this, and that's what we're going to target over here as a trade. While I was looking at that, I missed the setup, so that's fine. We'll wait for the next one. Okay, let me see what's going on here. S&P, no setups for us, just because we are looking for a very, very specific pattern. So first and foremost, we want green slope, right? Without green slope, doesn't even, good morning USA. Without green slope, we don't take any long trades. Without red slope, we don't take any red trades. Once we have green slope, we want a pause candle without a dot, or let's say a candle with a with an opposite dot. So no dot or opposite dot, and then a candle with a green dot. We need the ignition candle. So this is what I call the ignition candle, because that is the money candle, right? So in this case, we have green slope. In this case, we have a white dot, green dot. I actually starting to make that exception to the rule, so that you don't necessarily need no dot or red dot. You can actually use white dot, green dot, as long as the slope is green. That's a good ignition candle. That would have been a nice trade over here. That I just didn't take it, and we're gonna just scalp it for a small amount. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me a second. Yes. Okay. And that's it. As long as we stick to that one pattern, we have an incredibly high hit rate. That hit rate at small size almost ensures that we're able to float the account into net positive territory every day. So essentially, if I'm doing $1.50 a day, we're looking 10 days, 2 weeks of 10 working days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, of trading, try to get the payout, which is the reasonable, real way we're going to do this. Can I explain the exception again? What do you mean? What's the exception? What did I just say that wasn't clear? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Who's new in the room here? I see people starting to trickle in. Say hello to us. The white dot, green dot. Well, okay. So the whole idea is, if you sort of think about what I'm doing, right, and what we're all doing to get highly accurate trades. By the way, definitely trade setting up over here. If this candle holds, we're definitely going for it. What we're doing is we're looking for no momentum, ignition candle. So if you think of like the white dot as kind of like low momentum and green dot is high momentum, right? Weaker to stronger. That's what we want. We want weaker to stronger, because we're looking for that ignition move, for that, for the on the buy side, for the offers to be swept, on the sell side, for the bids to be hit, meaning that there is movement in price in that direction. I'm looking if I'm trading 2 micros, it works out about $15 per trade, per profit, 10 trades, $150. Very, really small size trades. Keeps me very, very clean as far as my P&L. And, and you can see, there's really quite a lot of trades. It's 3 trades an hour is pretty much what I can expect. If I do 3 hours, that's there. If I do 6 hours, I might be able to get paid out faster. The idea is sort of like 10 trades a day, 10 days to pay out. Those are shortcuts. Oops, I'm on the wrong side. I got to be on the buy side. That's my buy side. There we go. All right, I'm long this. 61 is the target. Let's see if we can hit that. And in coaching, I'm gonna explain exactly the repair ratios and all the other stuff that I do to kind of manage the account into a perpetually positive structure. Fabio, what are you saying? I'm sorry. I only one candle with green slope. What do you see? One candle. There's like 4 candles with green slope. Good morning, Jazz from Tyler, Texas. On my way to Royal Palm Beach. Where's Royal Palm Beach, Florida? Where's that? Royal Palm Beach. I've never heard of it. Is that East Coast, West Coast? Yeah, you're right. That was an exception to the rule because you're right. I should have kind of waited. I'm stretching my rule. You're probably right that this shouldn't have been a trade. We should have been a little bit more cautious. But yeah, near West Palm Beach. Really? Royal Palm Beach is near West Palm Beach? I never heard of it. It's Palm Beach County. Well, it makes sense. All right. West Palm Beach, everybody's favorite beach in Florida. Good morning, Mark. How are you? William, are you in West Palm Beach? Where are you in Florida? Javaz, good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Newbies, come say hi to me. Introduce yourself. Tell me if you're trading futures. I really like to know. Yeah, Lake Okeechobee, right. Okay. Sounds cool, Jazz. Oh, you're near Boca. Everybody's favorite place. All right. That's where my kids live. Right off Glades. Do you know my favorite place in Boca? I love this place so much. It's actually not even on Glades, a little bit off Glades. This place called Russian Market, which is run by real Russians. And it's like a Russian delicatessen. They have the most delicious food in the world there. And I had no idea there was 1,000 Russians in Boca. Wow, man, that is a system. How are you? Are you driving and watching my YouTube right now, Jazz? Please tell me you're not doing that. Wow, that's insane. All right, this pop is kind of dying out. This may not work, which is fine. Because this is like the first. If this doesn't work, this will be the first stop I've had in about 6 or 7 trades today. So we'll put that on ice if it doesn't work. We'll go to the next account, look for the next trade, and then come back to this to repair it when the opportunity presents itself. Yes. So Fabio, as I was, it's not a bug. It's a feature in wealth charts. And here, people are asking me how at around 9 seconds the countdown clock disappears in wealth charts, right? How do you fix that? So I'm going to show you how to fix that right now. We're going to go into the indicator, right? Dots only. Click on it. We're going to go into parameters, right? And where it says seconds before candle close, it's set to 9 seconds. Set it to 0. If you set it to 0, it will not go away. And just say apply, blah, 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 and you're good to go. Okay, it's a all right, nice. Jazz, so they're putting grok into all the cars now as a beta, I can totally see like AI helped trading. So you you have the, like, in other words, you can drive and place trades without doing anything by just telling your egg, go short NASDAQ two micros market, usual stop target. Like you could actually set up. That'll be awesome, because it's just it's stupid clerical work, right? AI is so good at clerical work. You can create your own. As a matter of fact, we should probably, somebody smarter than me should create that as a function. You're going from 1 minute 46. Oh, so that's because there's no ticks, Fabio. That's because it's moving on a tick. So it's not moving on a second, but on a tick. That's why it stops. It stops occasionally. The Wealth Charts doesn't have as many ticks as Trade-of-8, so it's not as active a feed. That's why you have these little gaps, and you'll have a lot more gaps in Asia and Europe when there's less activity. All right, this. We're kind of dying out on the move here. All right, that's it. We got clipped on this trade. So let's move to the other account. This way we distribute risk nicely. We go to the other account, and now we'll look for new trades. Okay, let's see what happens. In the meantime, I can't find a single trade on the S&P, so I'm just still watching to see if I can do anything on Wealth Charts. So we're going to trade Wealth Charts on the S&P on the Wealth Charts, and everything else around here this way. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you have AI, you could literally command AI. That stuff would be really good. Good morning, Gloria. Nice. Good for you on gold, which I'm not touching today. Sorry, Eddie. Give me the time stamp of what you're talking about, because I have no idea what you mean. Give me a time stamp what you're talking about. We'll go back to the charts. No dot dot. No dot dot. I love that. No dot dot. NDD. That's what we're gonna do. It's an NDD trade. Love it. I'm glad I'm glad you're finding success in gold, which I can't stand. But we will to each his own. This is what makes the thing so good, is that we can all trade our own personal little instruments. NAS kind of flat. By the way, guys, yesterday, man, I'm really thinking marathon days. We really need to trade because we should really have traded like 8 until 12 noon. Man, how much activity, how much profit was there yesterday? And from around 10:30 on, we hit that trend, and it was just boom. There were so many profits. I actually traded just my own personal account, and it was great. Exactly. Yeah, you can't be psycho. Exactly. Darren, we're using as you can, I don't know if you can see it here, 16 ticks, 64 ticks. That's our stops and targets. All right, back in the game here on this is a white dot. The most important thing is the slope is still green. So I have a white dot. We'll see if this holds. I will be trading this. This was just us getting shaken out on a weak trade. So we're going to trade this again. Oh, it was a 6 a.m. dot. Okay, well, I'll go back to it in a little bit, Eddie, and I'll take a look at it. Wow, look at this. Look at Fabio. Fabio, that's insane. That's insane. That's 1 out of 20. We're looking for 1 out of 6, or let's say 6. 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7, and Fabio was hitting 19 out of 20 yesterday. 19 out of 20 is insane. All right, we're gonna go long this thing if it stays on the white dot. 8-9 seconds left. Let's see if we can do something here. 4, 2, 1, buy. And then let's go to over here. Same thing, buy. Let's see if we can get the S&P as well. Did I get a dot or did I miss the dot? I missed the dot on the S&P. It's the problem of just me trying to run around. All right, I'll stay. I have a tiny position here, so I don't really care. Let's say if we can. Where am I on the S&P here? What account is this? Am I in 11? I'm in 11. Why am I not in? Where's my... this is so weird. Oh, I know why. It's because MES. MESU. Okay, here's my 1175, targeting 1250 on this one. All right, where are we here? 617.75 on NASDAQ here. Uh, 3 a.m. is very tough to trade West Coast. Yeah, I agree, Ben. It is tough. You know, I told you I'm going to alternate marathons for Asia, and then also like midday. Like I really think 8 to 12 is like a really good marathon day because that's like 5. It's 5 a.m. West Coast already much more reasonable. Is it complete difference waking up at 5 versus waking up at 3? It's brutal to wake up at 3. I did that for like 20 years of my life. All right, 1775. We're looking for this trade. Where's the S&P? S&P is still quiet. 1175 to 1250. Man, like look at S&P. It's just dead, not even moving. Okay. Good morning, William. Good morning, John. Good morning, everybody. Who's new in the room? Say hi to me. Newbies, boobies. So what's going on as far as data goes? Not a lot of data, right? But let's look at the forex factory. Here are the prints. Non-farm productivity 2.4%. I don't know why this is a red when it increases. Labor costs were 1.6. I don't know why they color this green, red. Let's see if we can get a little bit of color on this from forex or invest. It's now called Investing Live. Investing Live. Let's see if they have anything intelligent to say here. Runs higher. U.S. labor costs for versus 1.5. Oh, there were higher estimate. Oh, maybe the prior productivity was really reduced lately. Non-farm business rose and driven by significant output as unit labor costs, real hourly compensation, manufacturing productivity rose 2.1. So good news. It's high, which is good for productivity increase. Is also good, right? The manufacturing, right? It's generally pretty decent news here for productivity. Okay. 1775 is target. Yeah, much heavier data. Next week we definitely we're gonna oh, you know what? I gotta look at CPI. Oh fuck! Please tell me it's not a Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. Please tell me it's not Tuesday. Oh, my wife's gonna be so pissed if it's Tuesday. Okay, let's go look at the week. Where's the weekly? I want to go to. How do I go to up next? No, I'm trying to get into the weekly trade. Let's go to weekly. Okay, here's the weekly. Shit, CPI is Tuesday. Oh, god damn it. All right, we got stopped on the S&P, which kind of died out, which is okay. We'll come back and this actually. Let's see what's setting up. Are we setting up a negative trade here so far? No, nothing yet. Looks like we might get stopped out on Nasdaq, like a double stop out 2 accounts. On the S&P, we're going to go to the 14 account and look for the next trade. Just switch accounts to distribute risk, and then come back to it when we have a chance. Oh, okay. Good morning, Osama. Yeah. Oh man, we got to trade the. So I think we're gonna do marathon on Tuesday. Oh man, my wife's gonna be really pissed. But it is what it is. Yeah, marathon. We're gonna do marathon on Tuesday. Definitely have to do it then, because that's gonna be the big event. I may not trade with you Monday, but I'll trade with you Tuesday. That's what I'm gonna do. So very, very, very trendless, choppy market, which is obviously the most toxic. This kind of a formation where we have, 5 points up, 5 points down underneath the moving average is the most toxic for us, and that's fine. We're very much aware of that, and we protect against that with small size, so we don't want to get chopped out too much, and just stay patiently until we get some kind of breakout or breakdown, until we get some directionality view. It feels like, I don't even know. Honestly, I would say it feels like we want to go down, but maybe we don't. I'm going to stay patient on this trade here and see where it takes us. If it clips us out of this account, we're going to go back to the original account. And now we're going to try to look for the repair trade because we just distributed the risk. Let's go back to the 8 account. See if we can pick up a trade the other way around if we get the signal. Right now we're starting to really sell off pretty hard to the downside. So it feels like we've sort of exhausted the run to the upside, and maybe the market wants to open lower or open a little bit lower. 9:28 on the clock, so we really cannot trade until 9:31 because everything that happens from now until about 9:31 is going to be a big fake out. All right, so we are going to wait patiently here for the market to play its hand. Yeah, we're definitely the school of hard knocks. We don't play with the open. 9:29, 30 seconds left over here. You can see it. You can see the screen. So we'll see how it plays out. Market open, big dump, and big pump. We're going to wait this candle all the way through before we decide what we want to do. If this candle is a red dot on the close, I will take it, but only if it's a red dot on the close. There's a lot of two-way price action right now, obviously, as everybody's sweeping and hitting. $1.21 on the clock. Let's see where it goes. $55 seconds. Let's see how much volatility there is here. And it looks like they're buying it. But it's a long way away still. 40 seconds left on the clock. $31 seconds. 26. Now look at that dip and rip, huh? The dip and rip. That's why we don't commit, because you see how quickly it reverses. All right, we stay patient now. Now we have to wait for next couple of candles to see how it reveals itself to us. How's S&P actually looks a little bit more negative. Well, let's see what S&P wants to do. $1.33 on the S&P. A lot of seesaw going on here. So this is looking pretty positive, right? We have a white dot, green dot. As I said, I'm going to introduce this idea here. Like white dot, green dot is okay as long as we have the positive green slope. The idea is sort of ignition, right? We do have ignition. Let's see if this holds. And if after the dip they want to rip it here. It's 34 seconds left here on the clock. Let's see how they're trading it. $20 seconds. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go long. 29.75 is target. Maybe not. We'll see. 29.75 target. Come on, baby. There we go. And that trade is now repaired, nice and cleanly, off of a like a little bit of a improvisational setup, but the principle being that there was ignition, that there was a higher momentum to the upside. Although always in the first 5 minutes there's so much fake out that you obviously take a big risk. But that paid off. That trade got completely repaired. We go back to the micros now, and work that now as our structure. And now we can also turn to the S&P and see if we can find an S&P trade that that could work for us. Anybody run that NASDAQ trade with me, or you guys were just watching, holding your breath? Everyone took it. Nice. Cheryl took it. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm popping back out. All right. S&P kind of quiet. Not much going on over here. So those of you guys who want to join me in coaching, there's a whole interesting dot setup that I'm going to talk to you about that I don't really talk about here, that I think you guys could trade really, really well as well. So I'm going to give you a variation in coaching tonight. If you guys want to join me in coaching, like I said, here's the coaching offer. I'm going to put this over here as a link. So go ahead, click that link if you guys want it, if you want to come join me. All right, S&P, minute 18 on the clock. Red slope for 2 candles. See, this green candle is on a red slope. No dot, obviously, red dot. Really worth it for us to take that trade on the 14. So we're going to do that. Just waiting for, I'll switch to the 14 so we can watch this. Just waiting for the candle to close. $44.45 seconds left. The dot goes away, and that's why we wait. Let's see how much selling they want to do. 30 seconds left. Let me see what NASDAQ is doing. NASDAQ's doing nothing. There's no setup on us for NASDAQ. The S&P is a legitimate setup. 26 seconds left. Let's see what it wants to do. Five seconds. Sell. All right, we're in at 6.50, target at 575. Let's see if this is going to work for us. Oh man, S&P very jerky, very herky-jerky. Let's see where we're at. Wow. All right, that's not going to work for me, probably. Okay. Yeah, and to opening range today is no continuity. Every breakdown is a fake down. So we eat the S&P. We go back to the 11 account, and we'll come back to the S&P and repair it later. But let's see what we have here. As far as NASDAQ goes, no setups for us yet, but might possibly be set up if this thing stays level. Man, S&P has been such a tough trade. Just been zero continuity in it for the last couple of days. I think I've basically been, breaking even, floating flat on this whole product. Still very flat today. That's something you need, Eddie. You should talk to your broker about. I don't know what you're doing. You might need to talk to your broker and just try to understand what's happening there. Maybe you're hitting a button, whatever. I mean, if you're using wealth charts, they have very good tech support. You should talk to them about any execution issues. Still flat, but we're starting to get a little bit of an upside bias here on this. So we'll see how it. This is pretty much the highs here, right, in the 37s. So I think it's like we just broke the fresh highs. That's a pretty good sign. We have to wait for a no dot candle to get a little bit of ignition. We'll see how that goes. Same with the S&P here. Yeah, I would talk to them. It may be, we may be hitting the wrong button. I don't know. I don't know the platform details. All right, no dot on the S&P. So this is interesting. If we get a potential up move, this could be a trade for us. NASDAQ is also retracing a little bit. We're waiting for the following setup: green slope, no dot or red dot, like a negative momentum, followed by a positive momentum. If we can get that, we got the ignition for a go trade. If we don't, we just stay very patient until we get that kind of formation. Looks like we tested the highs again. These are the session highs, and now we're breaking down. So nothing much for us to do. Same thing on the S&P. Nothing much for us to do as we're breaking down. We have to give it a few minutes for the market to orient itself. And it's pretty clear the market is just very much two-sided, right? It's in balance, and when it's in balance, we don't really have any trades. What is this? Trump to allow crypto and 401 and retirement plans. Okay. Very tight price action. Nothing much going on. Notice the slope still green. Actually, that's pretty surprising. Not so much with the S&P, but here, yes. Let's see what the next couple of minutes brings. Whether we start breaking the lows here at the 64, or whether we stabilize, try to run for the highs again. I kind of bet that it's going to start breaking the lows, but it feels heavy. Good morning, Christopher. We're just biding our time in a very choppy market. Not much going on here. Repaired our NASDAQ trades, but Just looking to capitalize on S&P if we have something for it, if it does something for us. S&P goes negative negative slope here on the red side, a negative bid. We're starting to come down. Same with Nasdaq. So now we stay patient until we get our setup. Wonder just gonna pull up the gold chart and just look for it in the other account, because that'll be easy for us. Just the one account that we kind of have to decide. Let me trade that. Gold actually has a trade. Where are we in the 110? Let's buy this. It should be 8 ticks. 2 ticks. Close. What are we in? 69. 66. 61. This is 50. Somewhere up there. All right, let's see if gold does anything. Gold was a clean setup for us. Ignition dot over here. Entry should have been like a little bit over here, but we'll see. We'll see if that works. Just trade that in this account right now. We don't have anything else. Oh, you know what? Everybody wanted to trade the YM also, right? Yesterday wanted to trade the YM. We could trade the YM in this account too. The Dow, just to give us a little bit more trade opportunities. No setup just yet, but this is like one of those pause trades. And if the next candle is a red dot, we're definitely going to short it. Gold got done. So that's nice. Gold, that was a nice clean, dot trade in gold. Let's do one more chart, and we'll do YM. This way, at least we'll have more opportunities for you guys to see the trade setups. Yesterday we had actually a really good day on the trade setups. We did I think 16 trade setups against. So this is going to be the 110 account, right? And I'm going to trade MYM September. Setting ourselves up. That's a 1040 trade. You didn't get a dot in gold, really? On wealth charts? You and I are on the same thing. Maybe I was on the micro gold. Maybe the really no. Maybe the big gold contract didn't have a dot. I don't know. Anyways, it reversed on us the moment we got TP'd here. All right, S&P looks like it might be setting up for we took out the 64 handle, so now let's see what they want to do. No movement here. What about Nasdaq? No movement on Nasdaq. So it's interesting. So this, 64, obviously big support. They're trying to hold it, but I think if they start breaking it to the downside, it's going to give us a chance for a nice clean short here. Okay, Gloria. right, they're still holding a bid here. NASDAQ is climbing, but obviously still being red completely takes us out of any possible trade. This is the Dow. Dow looks like sort of the weakest of all. So let's see what it wants to do. Oh, good for you. Good for you, Scott. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Let's give you a little winner chicken dinner. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Good job, Scott. What account was that? Is it a 50,000 account you passed? Nice job. Yeah, S&P remains pretty weak. Dow remains pretty weak. Dow might be on the cusp of giving us a red dot on this candle. So if Dow starts breaking below here, we want to be short. That's actually a pretty small price to pay. A lot of people blow up 30. By the way, Apex guys, 80% off. So again, it's only like less than $40 for the account. Yeah, let me put the. Why is this not working? Okay, here we go. I put the discount. Be sure to use the BK Save for the discount. Nope, we are coming back. We're not testing the lows. They're really fighting it. So NASDAQ turns positive on the slope. S&P still negative. I'm still watching this, by the way, because if S&P like breaks to the downside, I want to be short this thing. And gold is just all over the place. Look at like crazy gold action. 62 to 55, $7 in one candle. Oh, getting negative on Dow. Selling the Dow trade, and now we're going to go to the S&P. S&P doesn't have Dow trade got done. That was a nice clean trade on the Dow. The S&P does not have a trade, but might have a trade on this candle. So we're going to go on this candle if we get the signal. Oh, God. It's showing for me 8 figures. Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh. Sorry, guys. Oh, my God. Sorry to put you through all of that. All right. 48 seconds left. We definitely have a sell signal in the S&P. Let's see if it holds. Ooh, big reversal. What do we have a news on it? Huh. Well, I don't know. That was a nice big reversal on the S&P. Okay, no trade. That's why we trust the dots. Okay, what's Nasdaq doing? Okay, Nasdaq actually has a trade. Let's go long Nasdaq here. Kind of a trade. I don't love it, but it's good enough that the slope kind of turned negative over here. But we had a ignition trade, and we're done. Nice. That Nasdaq trade got done. I forgot which account I'm in already. Yeah, we keep it now. It's 25.6. Remember, I was at 25.5. Good for us. Oh my God, this allergy's got to stop. Anyways, you guys know, it's once you know the setup, it's got to be super fast. I was just watching the other trades because I'm trying to. Gold actually would have been a nice short here too. So I'm just trying to find as many setups as possible for you guys to trade, so you guys see the setup. Obviously, when I trade myself and when I trade only for myself, it's just one structure, one thing. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, Gloria, we probably could trade the RTY. What are you trading RTY with? What are your ratios? Are you doing like a dollar? 10 ticks against 40 ticks, just like the Dow? Ten ticks, 40 ticks. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it makes sense. I think the Dow and RTY are probably good candidates. It's just I am, as you can see, attention span gets totally stretched when you're trying to do too many of these things at once. Oh my God, I cannot believe. Dow might have another down trade for us. If we get another red dot over here, that's a trade. Let's see what a Dow wants to do. Nope. Maybe. I mean, it's a squeeze of all squeezes, right? It's a squeeze of all squeezes. It may be. S&P. No, this is the Dow. Sorry, Dow. The buy up to 4,400. Where's the S&P? S&P they buy the 6,400 too. Everything turns positive. S&P actually could be a positive trade here for us if this thing goes green dot, because it's already a green slope, and if we get a green dot, this could be a positive trade for us, like a long trade. 45 seconds. Let's focus on that. Let's see if it gives us a trade. Meantime, we already made money on Nasdaq, so let's go look at the S&P. Let's see if S&P can do anything for us. So far, no trade. $10 a.m. coming. Yep. No trade in the S&P, but it's building. Well, let's see. Oh no, it might be a trade. 3, 2. Gonna wait. Yes, long. Shit. And I think I got in, and we got in, got out. That was nice and big and fast, and we totally took that trade. You see how that trade just totally popped up for us? That was nice. And is there a 10 o'clock news? Why are we breaking up on the news? Do we have news today at 10 o'clock? I didn't think there was any news anymore. Bostic talking. Oh, final wholesale inventories. No, there's no real news. It's just a 10 o'clock pop. It was just a 10 o'clock pop. Actually have a absolute setup here in the NASDAQ. Let's see what we can do here with the NASDAQ setup. Let's see if it holds. Maybe not. But the S&P actually was a good setup for us. It was really, really clean. You see, I told you there was a green candle, green slope. We took that nice and hard, and it totally pushed us higher on the 10 o'clock sweep. Now we're just coming right back down and back to slope. There's a couple of trades in gold, but again, guys, remember, I can only pick up trades in gold if nothing else is happening, because we're focusing on the indices, and I can't watch them all at the same time. Here's Dow giving us a signal. So this is interesting. Red slope, white dot obviously is positive momentum. Now completely counter traded by negative momentum. So if this thing goes red or purple, like a red purple dot here, we want to be short. But we have to have that structure in place. 5-6 seconds left. I'm waiting patiently here. Yes, we're short, and we're short here in Dow. Let me make this is the 110 MYMU. So we're short 36, targeting 26, and it went all the way down. Where did it go down to? 31. Here's the ladder. You can watch the ladder here on the Dow. And we're done on the Dow. Another really, really good quality structure where, you absolutely see the trade, take the trade, bump the trade. No, 8 figures. If you're having issues, take a screenshot of what you're doing, and show it to me. You may be. I'm just trying to think. You're in Trading View. The only thing I can think of is, let's go over here. If you go into first of all, you have to have BFF dots only, right? But maybe what you've done is, did you uncheck this? If you unchecked it, check in your settings and see if you unchecked it. If it's show count label, if you unchecked it, it may not be showing up. You deleted the indicator, now it works. Okay, all right. Anyways, you may have unchecked it, but now okay, that's good. All right, I'm glad you fixed it. All right, so good, guys. We're finally getting a little bit of traction. Ironically enough, upside traction in Nasdaq, downside traction in the Dow, but it's all working. Like this is a much bigger trade than that we took, but it just shows you the possibilities here. It's actually, I'm glad Gloria brought up RTI. Like, we trade the most active, popular trade. Or I basically trade just the Nasdaq because that's the most comfortable one. But there is really lots and lots of opportunity, probably even more opportunity in Dow and Russell, because there's a lot more point movements. They both have huge point moves, so that you can do larger size, get more point moves, and hit a lot more trades. So it's not, it's totally up to you to choose an instrument and trade it. But I think there's just like lots and lots of interesting different trades that you can do. Yeah. So we changed that since I changed the setup lead. Basically, once I have a no ignition setup, it really doesn't matter, because that is less of an issue than than finding the setup. Generally, when you have that kind of structure, no target ignition, you're fine. Otherwise, just you're gonna get too crazy with too many rules. I'm trying to minimize. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Just red slope, red dot, no dot, red dot, kill it. That's kind of the thing. Or green slope, no dot, green dot, kill it. Dow coming back. Excuse me, NASDAQ, S&P coming back. Wow, look at it from. Oh, this is gold. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I'm losing my mind. Probably should put gold as my last tab. I put it over here. So this is the Dow. This is the S&P. S&P is not a signal, but it really turned pretty hard. And the slope is green though, so that's really not a signal. But let's say a couple of candles, it turns the slope deep red, and then we have a dot signal. We definitely have a trade here to the other side. This is interesting. So, oh, look at this. Look at this. So we have a negative dot, positive dot, which is the same concept. You know, no ignition, and a pretty good green slope. Like if this trade holds, we have no reason not to take the long Nasdaq. Nasdaq is really, really, you know, breaking to the highs against all expectations, and we follow the flow. No more updates for now, my friend. It's pretty good as is. Right now, the only job is to actually follow the rules. Oh my God. $27 seconds left, no dots, so no trades. But if this thing like pops all the way to the highs at the 56, we gotta trust the process. It looks like Nasdaq is finding a little weakness, so we'll leave it alone. Let's see what the S&P would have been a great trade, but unfortunately we already had a momentum dot to the downside beforehand. But so we'll stay patient here. But we're clearly starting to turn down a little bit on all these trades. So we have to just be patient for the setup. Good job, Gloria. You said you're done for the day. 24 points, 24 micros. Nice. Good job. Wait, are you is this your funded account or your real account? You trading real account with me? What are you trading with me on the micros? Are you and I the only ones trading real accounts on the side because that's what we like to do? Or was that a funded account? Real, yeah, me too. A lot more fun, right? A lot more fun to trade the real. I love doing that. Like, you know, $500-600 every 2 days does not is not bad. Good for you. All right. Thank you, Gloria. Have a great time. Great day. We're still we're working the funded here. Nasdaq starting to turn negative, kind of giving up the move. S&P has been negative already for 5-6 minutes. We're just waiting for an opportunity for us to create a short setup here. Dow has been deep sell to the downside. Gold has a down move. Ooh, geez, look at this gold move. Wow. 6 seconds. Let's sell this for shits and giggles. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. We're short gold. And the gold got done. Did I have the right thing? Yeah, look at that. Gold got done so fast. Look how fast. Look when the move is obvious, look how fast the P&L comes in. That was great. Really, really fast move. So, you know, much more you see this pause, ignition, boom, right? Unfortunately, it's just all ignition on the indices. We don't have any pause candles. So they're kind of selling it off. Oh my God. Oh. My never-ending allergies, guys. Sorry about that. Anybody catch the gold? Anybody hit the gold with me? I mean, that was a super fast trade, but if you knew what you were doing, you could have hit it. Nobody? Give me a hand. Somebody give me a hand. Cheryl's like quietly, like a quiet assassin. She's been hitting every trade around. How many instruments are you trading, Cheryl? Steve Roy hit it twice. Nice. Katana hit it. Oh, everybody comes out of the woodwork. You guys are all quiet. You guys are just watching it on your own screens while I'm yapping away. Good for you. Good for you. Cheryl, how many instruments you trading at once? Hey, KP, nice to see you, man. Oh, look at this. Naz and gold. Good job. Everybody got the gold. You guys are all trading gold without me. I feel so abandoned. No, it's good for you. I'm glad you guys are killing it in gold. All right, we got no setups. We're just chilling like a villain, waiting for the pause ignition structure. But so far, nothing. That was fun, huh? That was kind of a fun trade. I never realized how much like how well you could trade the Dow with this, because the thing about ignition is that like 10 points in the Dow is just like sometimes one trade. You can blow all the levels. So it's really easy to do it. And obviously, because the margin on Dow is so small, you could actually trade the mini Dow and do perfectly okay with it. Where's a mini Dow? It's be $50 for 10 points. So it's pretty good. All right, I got nothing going on here. I'm just watching the flow. It's like payday all over. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like the other way to do this is if you just sort of if there's a news flow or something like that where you have a lot of confidence that there'll be continuity for the if you can handicap 90 minutes of continuity where you have a really strong opinion that the next 90 minutes it's going to take one direction and hold that direction, you're guaranteed to make money with this setup. Like I never say that about anything that I've traded, but with this setup, absolutely, it's a big if, right? So there's always a precursor. But like if you can just feel confident for the next 90 minutes of continuity, you are assured with this setup to be hitting 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 winning trades because of the structure of the setup. There's no ignition setting. It's just the word I'm using. It's basically what I'm basically saying is that, like, let me show this to you. I'm basically saying that it's just me finding new ways to talk about it. Like the red dot, I call that the ignition dot, right? But obviously you need to have like, for example, I got to go the upside. Like this is an ignition trade to the upside. You have a no dot, green dot. That's an ignition trade, goes to the upside. Like over here, we had an ignition trade clearly over here, right? No dot, ignition dot, boom. We went long. All right. Gold finally found a little bit of a bottom. Let's see what NASDAQ wants to do. Let me see if they want to take NASDAQ below the 600 at this point. Is gold a long? I don't know. I'm not looking at it. Not yet. It just broke into the green slope. So we need at least a candle or two for it to hold the green slope. It was not a long. That's the thing. We want to be very patient on the slope. Let the slope establish itself, because that's the highest sign of success. I mean, look at Dow. It's just a perpetuum. Wow, that is holy cow. I didn't realize this. There was a 200-point move in the Dow. Look at that move. Oh, we got a sell. What do I have a sell in? I have a sell in, and they got done. Sorry, guys. You see how fast that was? Again, I'm switching through trades. You know the setup. So everybody understand why this setup worked? No dot, boom, down. Take a quick scalp. We're done. And the account comes back up, comes back up, comes back up. That's what we're doing. How's NASDAQ doing? All right. Again, I'm hopping and bopping just to show you the trades. We can do 3 trades an hour, or we can do 30 trades an hour. I know everybody wants me to do 30 trades an hour because you want to see setups and you want to see examples, or at least I think it's much more important. You tell me. Like, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll here. Let's see what you guys want. Would you rather I trade one instrument all session long, multiple instruments, many trades? All right, let me know what you guys, how you feel. Answer this poll. All right, NASDAQ reversing, S&P reversing, Dow still continues to go down. Okay, Dow is like, this is interesting. Dow has a potential setup for us now again because it's a pause candle against a red dot candle, possibly. Oh. Minute 23 on the Dow. Right. And that's my view, Ben. But I'm putting it to the poll. Minute 10 seconds left. Look, I'm trying to teach you the hunting setup, right? What is it? Teach a man to fish, teach a man to hunt. You never have to. I'm trying to get you all of trader, take you out of trader welfare. No more welfare state, no more socialism, pure capitalism for you. I'm teaching you how to run your own business. That's funny. Is trade copying the socialism of trading? That's the question of the day. That's the philosophy, right? Oh, good job, Andy. Andy, you killing on the Dow, huh? Nice job. Yeah, Dow's kind of interesting. I'm really enjoying the Dow trades when they set up here. 24 seconds left. Let's see what a Dow wants to do. Oh God. $11 seconds left. Still pressure on the Dow or no? Let's see. 6, 7 seconds left. Sell. Oh shit. Flatten. I hit buy. Ugh, damn. Sorry. Well, you know what? Never mind. We'll just leave this. I hit the wrong side. Actually, let's. All right. Whatever. I'm gonna leave. I'm sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button because I'm obviously not focused. The sell trade would have worked very nicely. All right. That's the only drawback is me doing multiple trades is I'm just not paying any attention. Oh, gold had a sell setup, guys. Sorry, you guys are right. Gold had a sell setup over here. That would have been a nice clean sell setup. I missed it. Now it's no trade. Now it's no trade. If you miss the setup, you don't go for it. This is like rule number 1 of the dot setup is if you miss the setup, you wait for the next one. I used to make that mistake all the time. Do not make that mistake. It's probably the number one rule of all. You miss the setup, you just wait for the next one. It shows up all the time. Let's see what Nasdaq wants to do. Nasdaq kind of holding bid, doing not much. Yeah, I think I kind of feel the same way, guys. So like it's interesting. It's pretty evenly split, frankly. So it's interesting. It was actually what that's telling me. What that's really telling me is that there's probably an audience for both types of trading, and we could easily do that. Like we can do one session, one setup only, one session, trade everything under the sun. Because it sounds like there's an audience for both. There's people who just want to, trade one thing focus wise. Oh, trade, sell. Shit, am I in there? Sell, done. Sell, done. See, I will say that the one setup, one trade only definitely forces me to focus. But this was you saw me. I took a nice clean trade here. That got done. All good. Although it really bumped against me over here on the move. Wow, that was a very quick bump the other way. And the Dow is good too. Oh, I missed shit. Sorry guys, I missed the this is an S&P setup that would have worked nicely too. I just wasn't I wasn't watching the chart. Okay. You know what I think might be interesting? Although this is a pain in the ass, I'll say this to you again. This is like, here's the problem. Remember we talked about doing multiple. Let's just do. Let me show you two. Let me just show you a two screen split. Let's say we're going to do gold and S&P, right? So here's gold and Nasdaq. Here's the problem with trading. And I don't know if anybody has any solution. Let's suppose in this particular case, I need an 832 split, right? What happens is you notice how in the S&P it switches the split. So we can watch two, even 3 or 4 different instruments on one chart, but you need to be very mindful that if you can't just hit the button. You have to switch the preset, because the preset is automatically goes to the last preset that was set on the chart, right? Which kind of sucks, right? You got to be sort of mindful of that when you do that. But it definitely gives us, like, at least we can look at a 2 view instead of 1 view, which is something I think I'm kind of playing around with this, and I think maybe next week I'm gonna do that with you guys as a structure. Oh. Anyways, my nose is killing me. The last trade worked beautifully. Those of you guys who took the Nasdaq, I'm sure you made much more. Gold is looking okay. Let me see what the S&P is looking like. S&P is also looking pretty good here. So yeah, I mean, it's all possible. I wonder if, like, let's experiment with something. Well, tell me if you can see this. Okay, we're gonna go to a four structure setup here. I'm gonna go to, this is Nasdaq. This is gonna be S&P. This is going to be Dow. Oh, I don't have Dow. I need to add Dow. No. What happened here? I'm gonna add Dow. Okay, here's the Dow. So put the Dow in here and put the gold in here. We actually could absolutely, like, is this hard? And then I can remove this. Is this hard for you guys to see, or you guys can actually see this on the screens? I can see it. It's and then if we're trading multiple instruments, you can have, like, multiple views. The main thing is you absolutely have to change the preset to the instrument you're trading. You like this? Okay. You guys can see it, right? So then we can then we don't have to switch around too much on the charts. And I can try and do the same thing on well charts as well. So that's kind of cool. Although honestly, I wonder if I could do this. If I want to do this. Problem with well charts is there's just too little space to do two. I mean, I guess we could do. I guess we could do two of these. All right, I'll figure this out later. Now we go to a 4, and there's still no setups anywhere, but it's fine. Oh, there's a Dow setup right here, starting to set it up. Oh, actually, I think I have a good idea. We can watch the setups on TradingView, and then I can execute on each tab of wealth charts. That makes it so much easier. Because I don't really like to execute anything but NASDAQ on my TradeOvate, but I can execute other trades on wealth charts. That's kind of cool. That's a way to do it. We just use TradingView as a visual, and then we go to wealth charts and we execute that. That's going to be my solution. I just figured out the Boris solution for this. All right, this is cool. Guys, I'm actually going to do a Friday session. Usually we do a private session on Friday, but I think this week I was away, and there's a lot of new stuff. I'm going to do coaching for everybody tonight for all the private information. Again, you want the coaching, my last offer for you guys over here. If you lock it in today, I give you 3 free Apex accounts to start with. So if you're new and you want to really, really, really learn for a ridiculously, cheap price for 6 months, full commitment from me to you, please go out there, hit that link, sign up, and I will give you 3 free Apex accounts to start with. So you'll be ready to go. Andy, I just took care of you today, by the way. Anybody who messaged me that was like I was remiss, I took care of all you guys. You should have all the credits to be able to get free accounts. Be sure to get them now, because they're going to disappear in a couple of days, I believe. So yes, we'll do. I'll put a post. I'll put a link later today or maybe tomorrow morning. We're going to do one more thing, and we'll try and do it this way. We'll work the 4 charts, but then we're going to go and execute, in each account on wealth charts against that, and that'll be really, really good. This way, we won't go so crazy. When the 6 months is finished, you will need to renew the DOTS indicator. Yes, my friend. But I'll offer. There'll be plenty of offers, and if you guys I get a feeling sounds like a lot of people really want the DOTS for lifetime. So if I can speak to the Queen, we will figure out like a lifetime offer for you guys, and then I'll be happy to do that way. So yes. Yeah, but for now, use it for 6 months and enjoy it, make money with it. All right. Everybody have a good day. I will see everybody tomorrow. Pretty good session. Honestly, we ran, I think we only had like 1 or 2 losers. We repaired the losers and we hit literally everything. We hit the Dow, we hit gold, we hit NASDAQ. The only thing that's left that we haven't done, Gloria, is the RTY. But you know, I can only do so much. I think if we do gold, Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, that's going to be a lot of opportunities for us to take setups and work it. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see everybody for coaching. Again, you want the coaching, please, please, please. Here's the link. Let me do the link again. Sorry. So if you're new and you really want to have a good time, come join us with coaching right over here. Okay, guys? Everybody enjoy. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye-bye.